Hi, this is Camille from My Junk Journal Heaven. I've been wanting to do a slider, so I decided to do one for my fall journal that I'm making for myself. And I took this paper, I've already pre-cut it. And if you're going to make one of these, you'd have to cut it to the size that you want it. I want mine to be just about just a little over 4 inches, because my pages are about that big. And I need to burnish that side down because I made it a little bit too big. Okay. And then what I need to do is find the middle, and I'm going to cut a little slit down here. How is everybody? I'm glad to have you all here. Hope you're enjoying your day and that you've got a good weekend coming up. I'm going to take my razor here, and I'm just going to cut. I don't know how high to cut it, so I guess I'll cut it about here. Whoops. I don't think I wanted it down that far. And I need to cut one just a little ways away from it, so I'm going to turn it around and do that. We only want a sliver. We don't want a whole great big thing here. Like I said, I probably cut it down too far for what I want. But it'll be all right. Okay, now I'm going to take a pair of scissors and just get rid of the little piece that I cut there. And what I'm going to slide is a pumpkin. Where did I put it? Because of course this is pumpkins, and this is going to be the slider. And it's going to be attached to this, which will be a journaling card. And I know it doesn't quite match. I debated cutting the blue off of it, but I like the way it looks. It'll be fine, I think. So if I attach it there and pull this up, it's not going to show all of it. Maybe I ought to use something else for my card. Well, I couldn't write on the back of that when I glue this down. Okay, we're just going to do this. And what I need is a piece of paper. This is paper, but it's not, well, I guess it could be lightweight cardstock. I don't know. It's not very heavy. And I'm going to cut it about like that, about the height of the pumpkin. I don't guess it matters. Oh, well, they're not straight, that's for sure. That is not a straight cut. Let me do that again. See if I can get it straight. That's better. I've never done one of these before, and I've been wanting to do one, so I decided this was a good time to try it. And I saw somebody do one, and they had some real complicated folds to do with this, and I thought it was just easier. They folded theirs in the middle and did all kinds of things, and I think I'm just going to fold it like this, and then take that up and fold it like that. Then I'm going to take this and fold it back. About halfway. I don't think it has to be perfect because nobody's going to see it anyway. I am going to cut a little bit of this off. I think I got too much here. And it's folded crooked, but that doesn't matter either, I don't think. Okay, and this is going to go through the slit. These parts go through the slit. Or else I could put this part through the slit. Well, that'll work. That part will work. And then I need to glue my card. I'm still debating about the blue on this, because there's nothing blue on this other. I think I'll just trim the blue off. It won't matter. I'll keep a little bit of it, but not all of it. Oops, a little bit more than that. Okay, that works. Yeah, now it's just like a frame around it, not anything real big. Got these little scraps put in my box here. And I think I ought to ink this. I use my ground espresso to ink around it. So how is everybody? Are you enjoying the weather? We're getting cooler. It gets downright cold at night. Last week I had my windows open. I was enjoying the cool weather with the windows open. Oh, that's not a straight cut either. And I've had to close the windows because it gets cold at night. I guess I could have them open in the daytime, but not at night. Not anymore. It's not very straight, but that's the way I am. I don't do very well cutting. Okay, and I probably ought to round the bottom here, just because. Trying to get my outside put into shape for the winter. Not that I do much, but I want to get my backyard, which is quite large, mowed. Okay, if I put that there, oh, this needs to be cut down here. Okay. If I put that there and glue it about there, then when I pull it up, so I think what I'm going to do is put my glue on there and glue my card onto it. There's probably 100 ways to do this, and most of them are probably better than what I'm doing, but this is the way I decided to do it after watching a couple of videos on people doing it. Like I said, one person I watched folded it this way and folded it that way, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'll never figure that out. Okay, I'm going to glue that right there. Yeah, so that'll give me a place to journal. And then I need to glue this back here. And I like to put a little bit of glue here on this side and a little bit on this side. That way you get it glued down so it's not a problem. Now this wouldn't have to be glued to a page. It could be put in a pocket, I guess. And if I did that, I could put some plain paper across the back so it could be journaled on. Okay. Now, I do want to ink my... Oh, I should have inked this part too. I will do that in a minute. But I want to ink the pumpkin a little bit. Give it some depth around the edges. I cut it out of a sheet of paper that this came out of. It was a sheet that just had pumpkins all over it. And I am going to ink right along here. Okay, now I need to glue this on here. I don't want to glue it down. I could probably have cut this up a little bit further, couldn't I? So that card would come up a little bit higher. And I can still do that with my scissors. I think I need my pointy scissors for this. And of course I'm cutting it crooked. That's me. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh yeah, that comes up much better. Okay, now I need to glue my pumpkin down here. And I'm just going to put some glue down here. On this part, and then I'll put the pumpkin on it. I want the pumpkin to be almost to the bottom of the paper, or down to the bottom. Yep. I guess it could be a little, well, it's on there now. And there we have a slider. Now, do I want to put anything on that? I used to do happy planners, and I have stickers still left from them. So I'm thinking I might want to put something on there. This one was a seasonal one, and it has some fall stuff. Might want to put a sticker on there. Wonder if that would show up. Okay, I think I'm going to try this. We'll see. It may not work. Or else I could put the fall vibes on there. This one is see-through, so I don't know whether it'll show or not. Well, let's find out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Whoops. I don't need to be pulling on 2 pages there. Hope I'm in the camera. I think it might work. I hope it does. If it doesn't, it's going to be a pain to get the sticker off. Oh, it works. Look at that. Leaves are falling. Fall is calling. I can testify to the leaves. I have a lot of trees in my yard, and they are dumping everything. Okay, since I put that on there, do I want to put something else? I have a little thing of leaves here. I could put that on there. Oh, nope, I don't like that on there. It's not see-through, and I don't think I want to put that on there. Too much white. see if I have something else that's... Oh, there's a leaf. Would be see-through. I don't know whether you can see that or not. You see it? I wish it was the same color as this, but it's not. I think it looks all right. I could put another one on there. Yeah, here's a little one. I think I'll put this one on there. It's not real obvious, but it's there. So there we go. I made a slider for my fall journal. I throw my prototype away because it was just notebook paper. So here we go. A slider with journaling space here. And you could journal on the back if you wanted to. I quite like that. I think that turned out fine. It would have been better if this was a little bit smaller, but I didn't plan on cutting around it, cutting the blue off till I decided I didn't like the blue on there. All right, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And let's see, maybe I ought to do something else with it. Now that I've said all that, maybe I could put some lace down here. I just can't do a plain things. Let me see here. Do I want to put that, or do I want to put a little piece of this that I had on the cover? Yes, I think I'm going to put that. Okay, I'm not done yet. I'm going to move that up. And figure out how much I need. About. I always make it a little bit bigger. And then if it frays, I can always do something with it. All right, and we'll try and use the Fabri-Tac since I don't have any polish on. Won't take my polish off. Well, while I'm doing this, I guess I could talk to you a little bit. I think I talked about going to the Highland Games at Stone Mountain and enjoying that in my last video. This week I've gone to water aerobics. And tomorrow, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Saturday we're having a weenie roast at one of the people's houses. They have a house that's just, it's not a very big house, but it's just about perfect. It's set back in the trees, and its own little forested area. It's really nice. And they build a bonfire, and we roast hot dogs, and of course everybody takes the side dishes for it and everything else that we might want to have, and we all sit around and talk. This is really a good group. I've been going for 3 years now, and you get to where you're good friends with everybody. Okay, let's hope that it's going to hold it. I'm going to put it across there. I don't think there was a wrong or right side to that one. I think it's the same no matter what you do. And that fits down over. I like that. I think that looks good. I think that looks nice. And it needs to have some little bit of glue along the side. Actually, that's probably not the best glue for it, so that it doesn't fray. Oh, come on, glue. I just put a little bit along the edge here so it'll dry and I can trim it and it won't fray off. Because you know this kind of stuff is going to fray. And I'm going to turn this side around and do it over here. There, that should take care of that. All right, I'm done. This is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I already said that at least twice, but I'll probably cut some of it out. And I appreciate you coming. Please give me a thumbs up, and you can subscribe. That would be really great if you subscribed. Now I've made a slider card. I can probably do more of these now that I see that it works real well and isn't very hard to make. That's really easy. So if you haven't made one, give it a try. You can do it with almost anything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.